The greatest challenge that the church faces today to avoid thinking like the world is the same as the greatest challenge that the church always faces to avoid thinking like the world. Now, one can specify peculiar temptations today that have not been dominant in another time or culture. For example, if I'm speaking at a university mission today in the Western world, somewhere along the line in the Q&A that follows, people are going to ask, well, that's just your view of truth. People have a different view of truth. And the truth question and the subjectivity of human claims and knowledge, attributions and so on, will always come up in the discussion. But if I'm speaking at a university in the Middle East, nobody asks the question, but what is truth? They may have some disagreements about what truth is and where it's hidden and what it says, but very few people think there's no such certainty as something called truth. If you're in a part of the world where what the truth is disputed, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily in the same part of the world arguing about whether truth exists. The church is constantly faced with one form or another of denial of the truth, or modification of the truth, or a reslanting or reshaping of the truth. So in that sense, there's nothing new when that happens today. There are some forms of such debates that have novel features to them. But as in Paul's day, as in Jesus' day, so in our day, people think that the most important thing about the Bible or the most important emphasis in the Scripture is such and such. And there will always be temptations to steer away from the centrality of the gospel, deeply and richly and biblically defined. In that sense, there's nothing new. The particular element that's being questioned will vary from culture to culture, from time to time. But the danger of skirting the truth, or ducking the truth, or domesticating the truth, or being bored with the truth, or confusing the truth with something that sounds much like it, and so that sort of phenomenon keeps coming back and back and back and back. So Christians in every generation, including ours, are responsible for getting such a firm grasp of what the gospel is as taught by Scripture, such a firm grasp of Scripture itself, that at the end of the day, they are less likely to be snookered by popular add-ons or popular adjuncts or the like.